Spotlight in the city.
Spotlight in the city.
Spotlight in the city.
Every day of my life.
Spotlight in the city.
Oh, spotlight.
Spotlight in the city.
Spotlight in the city.
Spotlight in the city.
Every day of my life.
Spotlight in the city.
Spotlight in the city. Spotlight in the city.
You tune into another episode of Spotlight in the City. I'm your host, Jazzy Ones, a.k.a. Jack of all trades, master of the grind, a.k.a. the bridge from your house and what's hot in the entertainment world. I'm here with a special DJ. A special DJ. I'm going to say it again. A special DJ. DJ Smash Cash, the new assignee to KON's KON Live record label, man. What's going on, bro?
What's good, man?
So, all right, let's jump straight into it.
All right.
How did you get the name Smash Cash?
Well, first and foremost, I originally started as DJ Cash. Since '94, I've been DJ Cash in Atlanta. And then as times progressed, other people started using the name. It wasn't, just like, okay, which one? And then when I had the opportunity to sign to KON, he decided to rebrand me because too many people were using the name, even though I had the trademark. It was like, when you think about the real big dance DJs, Guetta, Afrojack, Tiesto, you're not like, okay, which one? You automatically know who you're talking about. So we decided to rebrand the name. So we ran with 4 or 5 different names, we're trying to Google them and stuff. And a bunch of hits were coming back, and we finally put Smash Cash together. And there were no hits, so we trademarked it and ran with it.
Now, you got a very motivational story for up-and-coming artists and up-and-coming entertainers. Let's rewind back. Where did you begin?
I started here in Atlanta, probably 95, 96, garage DJ, basement DJ, rocking parties, little house parties and stuff like that. And thanks to my man Griff, used to be on V103 with Frank Ski. He put me on and did some joints out at Phenomenon out in Marietta, and that progressed to a couple other little things. Then he, hooked me up with backstage passes at different concerts, and a scenario came around where it was the Cash Money Rough Riders concert here in Atlanta. DMX performing and Cash Money when everybody was still back together, and I had gotten backstage or whatever. They were looking for somebody, and they couldn't find their way to the backstage area. So basically, I volunteered myself. I was like, "Yo, this is my city. What do you need?" One of his people was like, "Look, one of our people is lost. They in a range around here somewhere." So I ran around. Like dipped out of the backstage area and found. The person that was looking for, ran up to the car. I was like, "Yo, I'm so and so. Your man told me to come take you backstage area." So he was like, "Okay, get in the car." So I get in the car, and Mac 10's driving.
Oh,
so
wow.
Mac 10 pulls out a Glock, and he's like, "Yo, look, if you try anything..."
Don't run up on me like that.
I was like, "Yo, no, I'm not trying to do anything. We're going to just take you where you need to go." And he was like, "All right, cool." So I went back, and then they was like, "Oh, no, well, you can't come back in since you left this and that." And I was like, "Come on, man." And his people, they were like, "All right, don't worry about it. We got you." So I go backstage, and the little sound system that they have in their little green room area is broken. And Juvie's back there, and Juvie, is like, "Yo, we need this fixed right now." And I'm like, "Yo, I got my turntables and a couple of crates of records in the trunk."
I can take it.
And so Juvie threw me like 400, and I went outside and grabbed my stuff, went back in, and spun backstage at Cash Money Rough Riders concert, and then the rest just took off. I got different opportunities, a whole bunch of different tours. Open for Maya on the House Blues tour here in Atlanta. Open for Jay-Z on the Blueprint 2 tour in Atlanta at the DeKalb Atlanta Center, which is now Mansion Alon. So, just one thing led to another, and then finally got to a point where I was able to procure employment with Puff.
So okay. So you was a person that was at the right time, right place, and you was prepared for the moment.
Preparation met opportunity. That's all it was.
And now you got with Puff. How did you get with Puff?
It's a long story, but short of the matter is I was some help to him through Alex. Big shout to Alex, AG Entertainment. Runs all the hottest clubs in the city, including the new Privé. You can catch me next Saturday at the new Privé.
Quick plug.
Alex, what up? But yeah, definitely. Alex owned back in the day Kaya, Visions, of course. And then during Visions, it was actually Bad Boy Weekend 2003. They were running in Atlanta, and apparently one of their trucks had gotten, blocked in or whatever. And I was always around, like for a period before that, about 6 months to a year. Every time Puff would hit the tarmac, I'd be I'd greet him with like a bottle of 1800, and then, just around, we knew a lot of the same people, but, like, didn't have the same relationship, but everywhere he went, I was sort of there because we knew a lot of the same people. So once again, preparation met opportunity, and I helped him out, security out actually, to follow him, during Bad Boy Weekend when their truck was parked and blocked. So security jumped in my truck and Puff jumped in his Benz and took off, and we followed him through the city. And if you weren't here for that time, it was a crazy time. But after that, every time Puff would come into town, I'd get a call, said, look, we want you to drive him around. And he was like, okay, cool. I was like 21, 22. I was like, cool. I was trying to get on. I'm about to run with Puff. Okay, let's do it. So every time they come into town, I'd drive him around, and he'd sneak into town quite a bit. And at one point I decided, look, man, I'm going to take, advantage of this opportunity that I got, because I was driving the truck and Puff would be in the passenger seat and security be in the back. Shouts to my man Pete at Universal Soldiers. Used to hold him down. But I put together a professional packet. I had my professional resume, my DJ resume in there, a mixtape, and a cover sheet that basically said that I wanted to be Bad Boy's official DJ. And I'd do whatever I needed to get to that point. If you wanted me to wash cars like he started washing cars, I washed cars. If he wanted me to be an assistant or to be an A&R, anything, whatever I wanted to do, just, give me a shot. And 2 weeks later, he calls me at midnight, and he says, you got a 6 o'clock flight to New York, be on it, and hangs up.
Wow.
And so, his people called me back and, let me know what the deal was, and I was up there for, quite a little stint, and the rest is history.
Now you jumped from Puff to another super mega star, KON.
Yeah.
How did that come about?
I met KON when I was running with Puff back in the day, and then we had sort of lost touch. And after, my stint with Bad Boy, I sort of, stepped back from the industry for a while, because I was a little bit burnt out. And, went into finance, actually. I was a licensed financial specialist and stockbroker with Wachovia. But when they merged with Wells Fargo, they had that, big thing in 2008, the whole layoffs and stuff. So I decided to go back to my true love, which was music. And, I had still been DJing some parties here and there, but not going hard at it. And I went ahead and got back into it. And then, Alex had just opened up Reign and Vanquish, and KON was, an investor in Reign and Vanquish. And they had me, there on the dance nights. And then I had linked up with KON because, KON, of course, being an investor in the club, was there, for the openings and stuff. And I was spinning on one Saturday night. We linked back up and exchanged numbers. And this was a couple years ago. And then, we just sort of hit it off again. It was like an old family reunion. It's like, oh, what's up? Like, where you been, man? Like, what's going on? So, I was really getting into the dance music scene at that time, and producing as well. And I just, we sort of hit it off and decided that we were going to do a dance mixtape. So I went ahead and put together a dance mixtape that, KON finally gave me the records to the dance mixtape. It's finished and ready, with, the date to be released. But the name of the mixtape is Around the World in 60 Minutes.
Around the World.
In 60 Minutes, featuring, of course, your truly DJ Smash Cash, all brand new KON songs, unreleased.
So now, is it all KON songs? Is it any other artists on there featuring?
He's got a couple, guest appearances on there. Luda's on there, and then, I'm not going to leak too much, but he's definitely got it. He got some remixes on there. You can look for Pitbull and Guetta and, a whole bunch of people. So, it's definitely dope. There's a lot going, but I don't just do dance music, what I'm saying? Like, I'm a producer, I'm a multi-talented producer, so I do hip-hop records as well. Give you a little sample of one of the things I'm working on. Like, here's an unreleased, record that's
only on Spotlight in the City. You get this, the first unreleased DJ Smash Cash.
Let's go. Plus, I have, your EDM records. R&B records. We got all sorts of records, you know what I'm saying, that are ready to go.
This man got listen. This man has everything. Be on the lookout for him. So, all right, where do you see music at 3 years from now? And where do you see yourself at 3 years from now?
I do hope to be one of the biggest dance DJ / producers out there. You know, I look forward to being, you know, on the level of Afrojack and, you know, and Guetta and Tiesto and Rehab and, you know, just some of the biggest dance DJs that are out there and producers, you know, to be in that company and just being able to be there and bring my music and my sound, you know what I'm saying, to the world. Shouts, you know what I'm saying, to my boy Richmond as well. We do, you know, some of our production together. So, you know, just look for me, man. And as far as the state of music in general, you'll see that dance music is international, you know, it's global. A lot of the records that you hear in Atlanta stay in Atlanta. They don't have that, let alone international, you know, influence. They only have a local, you know, southeastern U.S. influence. But once you look at dance music, it's international. You know, you have, you know, EDM type records that are being sung over in, you know, 50, 60 different languages around the world. You know, you have the Japanese artists, you have the Indian artists, you have African artists. Everybody is doing records over dance music. It's a music that's known internationally and globally. And, you know what I'm saying, that's, I think, what will continue is a direction that way.
Hey, man, let the people know where they can find you at.
You can find me on all my social media at DJ Smash Cash. That's DJ SMASHKASH. So definitely spell it right. Twitter, Facebook, Vine, Instagram. I'm all over it.
There you have it, man. I appreciate it. Great
Yo,
interview, man.
Jazzy, I appreciate the time,
Appreciate it. Spotlight in the City. First.
I got records.
You got records.
I got records ready to go.
You got records.
So.